We move on now to Afghanistan and the new warning for Americans to avoid the airport unless they receive specific instruction to make their way there. This as we're seeing disturbing images from outside the airport gates, several people killed in the chaos. American and British troops amid the crush of people offering water and assistance. Our own Martha Raddatz pressing Defense Secretary Lloyd Austin on American operations there. Tens of thousands still desperate to get out of the country. Flights resuming today under heavy security. U.S. officials saying 3,800 evacuees were removed from Afghanistan in 24 hours, 17,000 in the last week. Here's ABC's Julia McFarlane with the fast-moving developments.
Tonight, chaos in Kabul. Scenes outside the airport reaching breaking point. The UK Ministry of Defence confirming that 7 Afghan civilians were killed today in the crowds. Heartbreaking images showing bodies covered in white tarps. Soldiers struggling to keep the terrified crowds calm and hydrated in the brutal heat. Desperation growing as thousands more arrive each day. NATO troops trying to keep the airport secure.
Stay there, stay there.
The U.S. Embassy warning U.S. citizens not to make the hazardous journey to Kabul airport unless they have individual instructions from a U.S. government representative. On Thursday, 3 U.S. Chinook helicopters airlifting Americans directly from a nearby hotel to the airport after a large crowd prevented them from walking there. President Biden telling ABC News this week there was anything between 10,000 and 15,000 U.S. citizens in Afghanistan. Today, the Pentagon says 2,500 U.S. citizens have been evacuated so far. And despite the administration insisting it is ramping up efforts for evacuation, approximately 3,800 people in total were airlifted out today, far fewer than the 5,700 the previous 24 hours. Accounting for the delay, the joint U.S. airbase in Doha reaching max capacity, the base unable to accept any more Afghans. Earlier today, our Martha Raddatz speaking exclusively to Secretary of Defense Lloyd Austin.
Why aren't American troops able to go out into Kabul and help those Americans, help those Afghans who helped Americans get to the airport?
We have been out. You saw evidence of an operation the other day where we flew a couple of helicopters over to, that was a very short distance.
About 1,000 yards,
yeah,
right?
But certainly it helped 169 American citizens get into the gate without issues.
But further out into Kabul, there are people desperate to get in there. We're the most capable military in the world.
We are, and that most capable military in the world is going to make sure that that airfield remains secure and safe. We're going to look at every means possible to get American citizens, third country nationals, special immigrant visa applicants into the airfield.
And tonight, an extraordinary story of goodwill emerging. Groups of U.S. veterans around the world coordinating with contacts on the ground to assist and rescue Afghans who have served the U.S.
We couldn't stand by and just watch people we know fall to a very, very certain fate.
Russell Worth Parker is a former Marine and part of Task Force Dunkirk. Having done multiple tours of duty in Afghanistan and Iraq, Worth Parker says he is duty-bound to help.
I don't know that I could live with myself if I didn't do something to just get one more Afghan out. And after we get him or her out, we want to get just one more.
That former Marine and others going above and beyond there. Julia McFarlane joins us now. And Julia, with that airbase in Qatar reaching max capacity, you're learning the Biden administration is now exploring other options to fly out evacuees?
Right, where the White House, they're still finalizing agreements with countries even just to land those planes full of evacuees. And tonight, U.S. airlines have now been put on notice that the Civil Reserve Air Fleet could be activated, meaning commercial airlines could be compelled to assist evacuation efforts. The planes won't be flying into Kabul, but to air bases around the world where evacuees are being taken.
Still a massive task ahead. Julia McFarlane, thank you.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.